Yes. Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Yes. So in the yesterday demo session, just I was briefing you about why Python, what are the prerequisites, right? Let us have a quick review what we have discussed in the last session, right? Why Python? So I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop using Python. It has got a multi-programming features. Any kind of applications means like animation applications, web applications, automation applications, embedded applications, networking applications, desktop applications, right? Wide varieties of applications. Multi-programming features, what all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we see in Python. That's why we call Python as a hybrid language. It's a high-level language, easily understandable, it's portable, and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. It's an interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. Line by line execution we are going to see, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. Okay. So yesterday I was just briefing you about this. There are two types of languages, low level and high level. Python is a high level, and low level examples like assembly level or machine level languages. These these low level languages are assembly level. The coding, they're not understandable, the human understandable. They are not portable. They cannot be carried from system to system, and machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating systems. Right. High level language like Python, they are human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. They can be easily understandable, they are portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardwares and all the operating system, right? Yeah. Python has got what programming features? Procedural oriented programming features like C language, object-oriented programming features like C++, Java, scripting features like shell script, modular programming features like Modular 3. So just like C or C++ or Java or shell script, we can develop many different types of applications using Python. Because of this multi-programming features, we are calling it as a hybrid language. So once again, I am repeating, right? For learning Python, there is no necessity, no need of having the knowledge on C or C++ or Java. With zero knowledge, with zero programming knowledge, you will be up, you can update with Python. It has got these features. So all this we'll be discussing as part of the course, right? So in our course, procedural oriented with Python, object oriented with Python, scripting and modular. And that too with very less coding, not like other programming languages with very less code. In today's session, I'll be briefing you about the coding wise, how the Python statements look as compared with other programming languages, right? And Python has got a great boom because of this modular programming. Thousands of modules, 89,300 modules Python is providing, right? For different environments, for different domains. Whatever domain you are from, it is providing modules for it. For data science, Python is providing separate modules, nearly 10 to 15 modules it is providing, right? Like NumPy, CP, Pandas, Matplotlib, CP, Scikit-learn, right? Even for big data, it has got modules like PySpark, and for networking, for testing, for operating system, OS kinds of activities. For every database, it is providing a module, right? Python to connect with Oracle, a separate module. Python to connect with MySQL or SQL Server, separate modules they have got, right? For each and every file formats also, Python is providing modules for Excel, for CSV, for JSON. By creating, we can create PDF files, XML files, JSON files, right? For mathematical operations, statistical operations, for generating graphs, for all this, right? Yes. Yeah. For mathematical operations, math module, for statistical operations, for generating graphs, any types of graphs, normal graph, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plot, stack plot, for any types of graph we can generate using Python. In today's session, I'll just show you some couple of examples. How simple generating graphs in Python with zero programming knowledge, you can easily understand the entire coding, right? Looks like normal English statements. So what kind of applications are we developing today using Python? Python real-time applications. Python mostly used today in developing web applications using framework like Django framework is the most important framework. Two frameworks, Django and Flask, are the two frameworks mostly used today for developing applications, web applications, right? So Django has got many flexible features. The rapid speed, you can develop a web application with very less coding. It has got its own database, SQLite 3, and you can connect with any other database. It has got its own application server. It all that .py files, Python files required for your project will generate automatically, right? No need to create those files. And for automation applications, for DevOps, Python has got we can write Python scripts here. Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries. For IoT also, right? Implementation, the scripts written in Python. And even data science total implementation, the coding goes in Python. For all this ML, DL, AI, for all this, the mostly chosen language Python, which provides modules for data analysis, predictions, classifications, for all this, right? Python has got separate modules for it. Even for big data, right? It's providing separate modules. Even for big data, right? We have got like Spark, very high speed processing technology, which is implemented using Python. That's what we call it as PySpark. PySpark, right? Yes. And for scientific applications, Python providing CP for numerical analysis like NumPy, for graphical user interface or for animations like tkinter or pyqt it is providing, and for game development like separately Python is providing frameworks like pygame, pycora for developing games in Python, and also for 3D games or 3D rendering libraries like pysoy, and for scheduling tasks, right? Python is providing airflow, and for testing or test cases, and for software development, right? And for business applications, Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce sites. And for database applications, Python is can connect with any database like MySQL, Oracle, DB2, Postgres, any of this, right? For networking applications, for network audio, video chartings, for network programming, right? It is providing a separate framework like Twisted Python for web scraping, right? For extracting the data from different sites like Flipkart, Amazon, all this, right? It has got separate modules like VS4, Beautiful Soup, you say, right? URL lib. So in this way, we have got models for CAD or 3D CAD applications. Yes. And for embedded applications, right? For embedded applications, we have got Raspberry Pi. Embedded application, the most important embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. All right. In audio and video applications. So as part of our web applications creations, web applications using the Django, right? I'll be showing you like video applications, right? And computer vision for face detection, for object detection, color detections, right? Python is preferred for data analysis, even for robotics with Python, right? And desktop applications, single user console applications, right? So in this way, many applications we can create today by using Python. So it's the mostly used programming language, the number one ranked programming language today with a diversified number of applications creations. So even most of the high-end technologies using Python as an implementation language. So the companies using Python and most of the applications built using Python, right? Who are using Python? Top most applications built using Python. Google using Python for its web search system. The Google web crawling is first written in Java. It was too difficult, so it was rewritten in Python. YouTube video sharing service, right? It's Python is preferred. And for Yahoo, Instagram built using Python, right? The main reason for Instagram to choose Python is Python hybrid features, multi-programming features. Even NASA using Python for its research and development activities. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox, they are built using Python. And Netflix using Python for its security automation and for subscription related things. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation, right? Which uses Python script. BitTorrent, BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. Hardware testing. Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they use Python for hardware testing. iRobot for military and for commercial operations, right? Python is chosen, right? So these are some of those examples where Python is used, applications built using Python. And reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Very less coding you see in Python, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming languages, right? Simple syntaxes, right? Simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements, right? Interactive mode, right? Yes. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For each and every statement, it gives response. Multi-programming features. Python has got all the programming features. Wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties of applications, right? Yes. So because of these features of this Python, right, like C or C++, Java scripting, if you see, most of the universities also introducing Python in the first year itself, right? Even now, if you see in the coming days, they are removing the C language from their academics and they're keeping Python in the first year itself, right? Where it has got all the features of this. Yes, many wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries. 89, yes. Satya Vijaya, please be in mute. Wide varieties of applications. Just now I briefed you about all those applications, right? Many built-in libraries, thousands of libraries, right? Python has got modules, 89,000 for different environments. So the people who are from non-programming or zero programming, right? If you want to understand how the Python statements look, right? How simple they are. Now I'm going to show you some examples related to this Python, right? Yeah. Python comparison with other programming. Python comparison with other programming. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can just check how simple this Python statements as compared with others. So task is accepting accepting two values, right? From the user keyboard and performing addition, right? So just add two numbers by taking the values from the keyboard, right? So first, two major programming languages, right? First, I will write using Java. Later I'll write using Python. Compare the code, right? Coding wise, how simple this statements are. Okay. If you have got knowledge in Java, you can just observe this following code. Import java.io.star. Import java.io.star. Every statement ends with semicolon. So everything should be within the class in Java. And here in the public static void main string aux throws IO exception, right? Public static void main, yes, string aux throws IO exception, right? Input stream reader, no input stream reader, system.in buffered reader, br equal to new buffered reader, ISR, right? System.out.println, system.out.println, enter the first number. Every statement ends with semicolon. First, enter the first number. Whatever number you're entering, taken as string format, br dot read line. Yes. The string again you need to convert to integer for addition, right? In using a method called integer dot parseInt. That's S1 converting to integer. These three statements I'll copy for the second number also, right? Just copy this for the second number. Paste it. Enter the second number and string S2 you say and int j integer dot parseInt of S2 and finally saying system dot out dot println I plus j. Statement ends with semicolon. Statements ends with semicolon. Ends with semicolon, right? Yes. Rahul Bachao, right? Yes. Directly you can learn Python, right? Yes. There is no prerequisites like you need to have the knowledge of C or any other. With zero programming, you can update with Python. I'll show you the Python coding, right? Observe. Already some universities, they have remote C language, if you observe, right? They are remote C language from that academics. They are kept Python in its place, where Python has got all the C features, C++ features, Java features, scripting features, modular programming features. Okay. Now observe this. Okay, not this. Now I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. Just I'll take a minute in showing you the execution in both Java and Python. First, I'll just within a notepad file. Yes, file, save. So within the C drive, I'll create a new folder for this Python 10 p.m. batch. Yes, Python 10 p.m. batch. I created a separate folder. In this, I'll be saving these files. Yes. Yes, there is no programming knowledge required. With zero programming knowledge, you can update all this Python, right? Yes. So here I'm saving with sample dot Java. Sample dot Java. Now at the bottom search panel, type CMD and go to this command prompt. Here CD slash, you can say CD slash. Change your directory. CD means change directory to Python 10 p.m. batch. Python 10 p.m. batch, right? It's within that. Yes. Java C sample dot Java. If any errors, it will display the errors. If there are no errors, we can execute the code. No errors, right? We can execute the code. Sample. That's it. Last, enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. The sum is 30. Yes. This is what the code in Java, right? I don't know like how many of you understood the code. People who are from non-programming or zero programming, right? So what is class? What is public static void main? What is input stream reader, buffer reader? What is this system dot out? What is this read line? What is this integer parts int? So in each and every line you see, right? There's a complex word, right? It's very complex to understand this code. And that too, you see that you got 10 to 12 lines of this. Code consists of 10 to 12 lines of code, right? Yes. Okay. The same task, the same task I will try to write in Python, not more than 3 lines. Just observe and understand, right? People who are from non-programming, the same task I'll write in Python now. What is that? To take two values and performing addition, right? Yes. This is the Python shell. I'll show you how to. The tomorrow session, I'll be showing you step-by-step downloading and installation process of Python. Hardly it takes 1 minute to install Python. It's not a big task installing Python. So here, X and Y. To add two numbers, I require X and Y. So input, enter value of X. Input, enter value of X. Input, enter value of Y. I want enter the value of X, enter the value of Y. Print X plus Y. That's it. This is the coding in Python. For the same task, what we have seen, right? For Java, this is the code in Python. Anyone, are you able to understand or not? People from non-programming background, they look like normal English statements. Enter the value of X in the first line, enter the value of Y, print X plus Y. That's it. But here also in Python, just like Java, whatever you are entering the value for X, by default, it will be taken as a string. So we need to convert to integer by saying int of, int of, int of. Keep everything within the int function. That's it. This is the simple code, right? Save it. Control S. Go to this Python 10 p.m. batch. Test one dot py. Any name with dot py extension? Run module. Enter value of X 10, value of Y 20, sum is 30. That's it. Simple coding, right? As compared with other programming languages. Even if you compare this code with C language code also, this accepting two values, performing addition, you will get 5 to 6 lines, right? 5 lines code, wide main, in giving that, defining that, initializing that, scanf, printf, adding, right? Yes. No need of all the unnecessary statements. No need of any semicolons. Directly Enter value of x, value of y, print x plus 5, right? I'll just show you some more examples. Yes. If I got some set of values, list of values, for example, random 30, 10, 20, 50, 40. Once again, can anyone confirm whether my voice is clear or not? Yes. Hello?
Clear, sir.
Fine. Yes, I've taken some 5 values, right? Print this x as it is, it prints. As it is, this is going to be printed. I want to print the number of elements within this. Here only 5 elements, so you can easily count it and say 5 elements. But if there are more than 100 elements, you cannot keep counting, right? How many elements? So if 100 are more than 100 elements, so to len of x, just very simple, right? Len of x gives the number of elements within this. Save it. Control S you say. Yes, with the .py extension. Length, immediately it will give the length. How many elements are there? 5 elements. Print x means prints it as it is. Now, if you want to find the maximum element within this list, maximum element, if more than 100 elements are there, I want to know the max element. Max of x. Max of x. Max of x is 50. Similarly, min of x. No need to write any code. Min of x. Min of x, right? Max of x is 50. Min of x is 10. Run module. Max value is 50. Min value is 10. In this way, I want 30 plus 10 plus 20 plus 50. How many elements are there? All the sum of all those elements I want. Sum of all these elements I want. Okay. Okay. Min of x is 10. Max of x is 50. Yes. Sum of all these elements, we don't need to write the code. Print sum of x. Okay. Sum of x. Sum of x means sum of all these elements. Check it. No need to write any code directly if it says sum of the text list. Yes. 150, right? 150. If I want to arrange all these elements in a particular order, sorted of x, that's it. You will get in ascending order. All these elements you will be getting in ascending order. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You will get in ascending order, right? Yes. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? Yes. If I want in descending order, right? If I want the elements to be arranged in the descending order, yes. Print the same function, sorted of x, sorted of x, a reverse equal to true. Means sorted of x means ascending order you will get. The ascending again, if you reverse it, you will get in descending order, right? Yes. Run module. Sorted of X. So this is an ascending, this is descending. There are 5 elements. I want to add a new element. I want to add a new element, right? To the X is the list. To the X list, I want to append. I want to append a new element of 60. That's it. 60 got added. How simple adding an element to a particular list? X. Yes. Some query was asked, right? What was that? Yes. Sri, right? Yes, the libraries, the main pandas, matplotlib, numpy, pymysql, tk, the excel, all these are covered as part of this course. Yes. X dot append 60. Yes, I'll show you the course content at the end of this one. You can check it. Yeah. X dot append 60. Yes, print X. Yes. There's one more. Okay. One second. Ravi Kumar, I'll come back to your query. Yes. X dot append 60. Print X. Adding a new element 60. Check it. 60 got added or not? 60 got added or not? Yes. I want to remove an element. Very simple, right? Removing from the X list. I want to remove. Which element you want to remove? 50. 50 I want to remove, right? Print X. Yes. Run module. Yes. Check it. 30 got removed, right? Which element we removed? Yes. Remove 50. Yes, sorry. 50 got removed, right? Yes. So there is a query asked, right? By okay. How can you check whether the numbers are even numbers or odd numbers? So for that, you need to understand some functionalities like for loop and if else in Python. Okay. But as you asked the query, right? So you can apply for loop for P in X if P divisible by 2, if it is giving 0 as remainder, print even number, print even number, else, else print odd number. Check it. All are even numbers only in that list, right? Check it whether what it is providing. Even number, even number, even number. All numbers are even only. There are no odd numbers. For example, if you are giving instead of 40, 39 is given, is a odd number, right? One is odd number. Remaining all are even, only one odd number you can see. That's right. These things I'll discuss later, right? For loop if else. Okay, fine. A series code length, to know the length of it, max of this, min of it, sum of all the elements sorted of X, append, remove, right? Yes. Okay, fine. Very simple. Do you see any complex statement or word in this? Nothing, no complex word, right? Max, min, sum, sorted, append, remove, right? Yes. So Python has got thousands of modules as well. I'll just show you example of one module, commonly used module, right? You can understand how simple working with modules. Import math, I'll say. I want to check what is present within the math module. dir means directory of math. Check it, what is present within this math module. Maths.py, right? Now run module. Check it, what is present within this math, right? Many properties are there. Pi, power, prod, radians, square root, tan h, tau. There are some variables like pi is one variable, e is one variable. I want to say, I want to print them. I want to print the value of pi. Within the math module, there is a variable pi. It will print the value of pi. One more variable, right? Within the math, I want to print the value of e. Math.py, math.e. Check it. The pi value you can print what value it is providing. 3.14, e value 2.71, right? For example, you don't know how to work with square root. There is a property square root. You don't know how to use it, how to work it. In Python, there is a help function. Just like print function, there is a help function. You want help on what? Within the math, there is a square root. I want help on this. Run module. Help. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Square root, clearly it is saying provide one value x, it will return the square root of that value. Yes, clearly it is saying parent within the math module, there is a square root. Within the square root, provide one value. I'm providing 4. If you are providing some value, it returns the square root of that 4. What is the square root of 4? 2, right? Yes. In the same way, if you observe any other functionality, if you want to get help, for example, POW is there. You want help, HELP, help on within the math module, POW is there, right? Math.power, run module. Help on built-in function power in the module math. Power expecting two values, x and y. If you provide two values, it is saying returns. This is the power symbol in Python, double star, x to the power of y. See, clearly in the bracket, it is giving x to the power of y. So clearly it will help you with that, how to work with it. So print. So clearly it said provide two values. Math.power to the power, you provide two values. 10 comma 3. 10 to the power of 3. 1000 it gives, right? Run module. What it is giving? 1000. So in this way, you can, any other modules also, you can see the directory, you can get the help. I was saying that generating graphs in Python is very simple. So without any knowledge, you can easily understand these graphs. For the graphs also, right? We need to import a module called matplotlib for generating graphs. People with zero programming or anyone, right? You can easily understand each and every statement, right? How simple generating graphs. Within this matplotlib, there is a built-in property, pyplot. So in the previous example, every time math.py, math.e, math.square root, math.power. Here also, every time I need to use this before that, before square root or before power or before pi. Here also, but this name is too big. I can use alias name, shortcut name as P you can say, or PLT, any name you can use. Instead of this big name every time to use in my program code, I can use a shortcut name like P or PLT, to PLT, To plot a graph, plot function is available, right? To plot a graph. For plotting a graph, I require x coordinates and y coordinates, right? I am taking 1, 2, 3 as x coordinates. Y coordinates, some 5, 7, 4. Yeah, 3 x coordinate values I have taken, 3 y coordinates values I have taken. Now show the graph. That's it. A graph will be generated. Check it, save it first. File, save. Mm, graph 1 dot py. Yes. Now if I execute it, right? Simple. Import the module, plot based on xy coordinates, plt dot show. A graph is generated, right? Check this. For 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 4. A graph got generated, right? Yes. But you got the graph in solid graph in blue color. I doesn't want a blue color. I want a green color. And doesn't want this solid graph. I want like a dotted graph, right? So just to give comma here, I want a dotted format in this way. And the color I want to like green color. See, simple. Do you see any complex word here? Plotting x and y coordinates, dotted format, color green. Run module. Now check it. You got it in dotted format, the two color green color. Yes. I'll take a small example, right? Age values. 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. Their salaries for 30, 30,000. For 40, 40,000. For 50, 35,000. And for 60, 50,000 are the salaries. Now generate a graph for this. Ages and salaries. For 30, 30,000. For 40, 40,000. For 50, 35,000. And for 60, 50,000. Okay, fine. Now, if you see the graph, you're not here. What are the x coordinates? What are the x coordinates? There is no name. For y axis, there is no name. What is this 30, 40, 50? What are this? There is no title. So if you want to give some labels, see how simple giving labels. Say we use PLT x label to give the x-axis label. It's a built-in property, built-in functionality x label to give label for x-axis. What is that? Age. Uh, PLT dot y label, y-axis label. I want to give label to y coordinate. What is that? Income. And I want to give some title for that graph. PLT dot title for that graph. What is that? Sample graph. Okay, fine. Check it. Run module. Can you see age as the x-axis label, income as the y-axis, sample graph as the title, right? So simple, right? Yes. For example, I'll copy the same line. Not only this, instead of plot, if I give BAR, bar graph will be generated. Instead of this plot HIST, if I give here, histogram will be generated. If I give a scatter plot will be generated. One small example, right? One more graph. I'll use the same matplotlib. So this statement will be using for all these graphs. Matplotlib.pyplot, as I'm using this name PLT instead of using this very big name. For example, I want to analyze how are the sales. Assume the mobile sales. Okay, mobiles, how are the sales of the mobiles, right? I want to just visualize by using a graph. Mobiles, some mobile names like Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus, OnePlus. This mobiles, the sales, how are the sales, right? Okay. For example, March sales, the sales of March, Samsung 45, Vivo 10, Oppo 15, and this one 30. And I want a pie graph to be generated, right? Pie graph. Based on this mobiles, based on what? March sales. Based on March sales, uh, March underscore sales, generate a pie graph. And in the output, you will get a pie graph for that labels. Try to give the labels, right? Labels, nothing but this mobile names only, take it as the labels. Now say TLT dot show. Control S. Just observe this. I'm generating a pie graph from these mobiles. These are the sales. Pie graph based on March sales. Now generate. Run it. Check it. Yes, you got a graph, pie graph, right? You can see which has got more sales. The blue colored one, Samsung. Next, which has got more sales? OnePlus. Next, Oppo. Next, Vivo, right? Can you see the labels? Labels equal to mobiles means use the mobile names as the labels. In the output, you can see Samsung, OnePlus, that is nothing but the labels, right? So do you see any complex word here in generating this graph? Mobile names, the sales, and generating a pie graph. Yes. Not only this, any complex graph also, right? You can easily understand. It looks like normal English statements. I'll just show you one. Just I'll take 2 minutes. A complex graph. Uh, for example, you got 5 days of holidays. You did some different activities in that 5 days. Just visualize by using a graph. How did you spend your time within these 5 days of holidays? Like you do activities like sleeping, playing, working, right? So what are the different activities? Just a stack plot, generating a stack plot, right? Yes. So just observe. So these are the different examples I discussed for the generating of graphs. So bar plot, pie graph, pie plot, scatter plot, stack plots, histogram, right? So nearly 30, more than 30 examples on this matplotlib module. So in this, I want to generate a stack plot. Just observe. Mm. You got how many days? Same thing, matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Days, how many days? 5 days. What are the activities? Sleeping, eating, working, playing. Day one, 7 hours you spent for sleeping, 2 hours for eating, 7 hours for working, 8 hours for playing. 8 plus 7, 15 plus 2, 17 plus 7, 24 hours you got. Day two, sleeping increased, eating increased, working also increased, playing day three. This is the time. So just PLT, I want to create a stack plot with the days as the X coordinates. These four activities, right, as Y coordinates. Colors for these four activities, four colors. These are the abbreviations for the colors: magenta, cyan, red, black. Later we discuss about it. But X-axis label days, Y-axis labels that hours, 24 hours, right? Title, some title you can give. So check it. Very simple, generating a graph. A stack plot is generated. Check it. Okay. See this. Day one, first this 7 hours for sleeping. This blue color 2 hours for eating. This red color 7 hours for working, and this 8 hours for playing. Day two, sleeping increased, eating increased, walking increased. Day three, right? So can you see 24 hours here? And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay. This days as x-axis, hours as y. Yes. So any type of graph. Do you see any complex statement here? Any complex statements? X-axis label, y-axis label, title for the graph. So this is sample examples I showed you, right? So yes. Yes, sample examples like how these models can be used. Any types of like math module or plotting modules, database modules, right? Python coding looks simple. Anybody can understand. There is no prerequisite. From tomorrow, I'm going to start with the technicals, right? So tomorrow I'll be starting with Python software foundation, Python versions, installation. Tomorrow, like downloading an installation of Python step by step, and Python execution modes, different modes of executions. The things I'll be discussing, right? Yes. Fine. So you asked that course content, right? So for Python full stack, you can see the poster of it, right? You can check it. So you'll pick a Python core and advanced Django, web UI technologies, REST API, Flask, and MySQL, right? As I was showing you, right, these things. 1 second. So this Python, okay, 1 second. Observe this course content first. So Python, what is Python history, applications, features, advantages? Okay. Installation of Python, flavors of Python, Python operations, right? Python modes of execution, interactive mode, batch mode, Python editors and IDEs, right? Python editors and IDEs. Yes. Batch mode, Python data types, right? Python constants, variables, comments, input output type conversions, comments, escape sequences, operators, different types of operators. In real time, we use IDEs, integrated development environments like PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, VS Code, all those I'm going to show you, not on a single IDE. I'll be showing you to work on different IDEs, right? Flow control statements. I'll be showing you an Anaconda distributions from Anaconda prompt and navigator, basic Python, flow control statements, looping statements, strings, collections in Python, lists, list operations, list indexing, List properties, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list modifications, list addresses, nested lists, Python tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, right? Functions, lambda functions, filter function, map function, reduce functions, different functions, right? Modules, modules in Python, modular programming, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, and file handling and reading and how to read data from files, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, object class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, constructor, destructors, regular expressions, right? Database access, modules related to database, connectivity, installation of one database I'll be showing you, connecting with that and working with the SQL queries, Python database and transaction management, Python date and time, right? And operating system module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, web scraping, working with CSV files, XML, JSON files, debugging in Python, graphical GUI programming, TK Inter, right? GUI programming, TK Inter module, and Excel workbook, right? Working just before someone asked, right? Like whether these modules are covered. Yes. Yes. Excel workbook, data analytics, right? Yes. Introduction to the data science, Python Pandas module. Just now someone asked, right? Pandas module in brief, in everything, Pandas and NumPy module in brief, and Matplotlib module in brief. These 30 topics are going to be discussed as part of this Python course, right? Takes and people who go for Python full stack, total Python package, full stack, that is framework, Python framework, Django, right? Introduction, web frameworks, Django installation, project architecture, Django applications creations, Django views, templates, Django admin, models, advanced concepts, UI technologies, right? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript in brief. So yes, and so yes, 1 second. So yesterday I was briefing you, right? Python core advanced and application oriented modules. 70 hours will be spending with many working examples. 2 months it takes for that. 5,000 is the fee structure for it. Tomorrow also everyone can attend the session. Tomorrow also everyone can is using the same link to see more on this, right? Yes. Okay. Web development and people who go for full stack apart from this Python, like full stack, right? Framework of Python, right? So web development, UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap will be discussed before we go with the Django framework. Web applications creations, nearly 15 applications you'll be developing. Yeah, okay, during this course, and the Flask framework also. These two frameworks of Python I'm going to discuss. One, yes, REST API, and MySQL and a project. So these are all the things for this 70 hours I said, for all this web development, Django, Flask, all this, right? It takes 70 more hours. So it also takes 2 months. 7,000 is the fee structure for this. 7 plus 5, actually the fee structure is 12. But if you're taking this entire package, full stack package, it will be 10,000, right? But if you're taking separately of first Python, later if you're taking this, it's 5 plus 7, it's 12. But it's 10,000 if you're taking this entire as a single payment, right? So timings, I said, let me be clear about the timings as I was talking, right? First 1 week to 10 days will be at 10 p.m. it will be. But later, after 1 week or 10 days, starts at 9 to 10. Starts from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. up to the end of the course, right? So, and also I was, you'll be getting that video sessions every day, right? You will be getting the video. For example, due to some ill health or due to some office timings, you didn't attend the session for 1 or 2 days. So every day you will be getting the session video, right, to your Google Drive. It's not downloadable. It's only you can view the videos. You can play the videos and you can just view the videos. Every session videos you will be getting. Class notes, soft copy of the class notes you'll be getting, right, to your mails, and assignments and tasks, and a WhatsApp group for technical discussions, right? If you get any errors, anything, you can take the snap of it, you can post in the WhatsApp, right? And everybody can answer. I'll be answering it, right? Yes. Yes. And also, I also deal with big data analytics, right? There is a batch that's a weekend batch only on Saturdays and Sundays. So this Saturday at 6 p.m. it is going to start, where in big data analytics, Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python, this 2 months course will be covered in that big data package, right? So the fee structure for this big data is 15,000, which covers Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. For this Python 2 months, you can attend this current running batch itself. And for the remaining things, right? In the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, 2 hours on Saturdays, 2 hours on Sunday. All right. So totally like 12 weekends it takes for this. If anyone interested, you can check with it. Office, right? You can see in the chart panel. You can see in the chart, right? How enrollment of Python, right? You can see in the chart. A big message is given by the DURGASOFT, right? You can see about the payment details it has given. Contact details of this online team it has given. Contact details. Bank, that how this payment has to be made. Okay. If you are doing the payment, don't forget to give the screenshot of your payment to DurgaSoft online training. You copy that message, right? And also yesterday, if anybody missed the session, right? You can see that a link is given. Yesterday's video link is given, right? You can check and you can watch the video, right? Yes. Okay. Any other queries you got, anyone? Yes, someone. Yes, if you want to go for full stack, right? One time payment, it is 10,000, right? If you are check with the online team about the payment process, right? If it is one time, it's 10,000. If you are going separately Python and that 5 plus 7, it will be 12, right? Yes. So yes, Shivani, right? You will be getting the recording videos. You can see yesterday's video now in the chart, right? That link is given. You can get that. You can play it. Even they will be forwarding to your mail ID the link of that video link. It will be given, right? Yes. Once
Hi,
you
sir.
once you got enrolled, you will be added to the WhatsApp group, and you will be added to the Google Drive, and so you will be getting the videos to your Google Drive, and you will be added to that mails. You will be getting the notes and assignments, tasks, right? Yes, and all the sessions will be interactive sessions, not like from tomorrow, right? Next tomorrow will be installation process, but from the next class onwards, right? All the sessions will be for every statement I type. You people will be responding with the output, right? What will be the expected output? It's not like me discussing for 1 hour and going off. It will be like interactive sessions. At any point of time, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the query, right? Or you can type the query even in the chat panel.
Sir,
You
my
can,
name is
and
Srinivas. I
people,
have
one second, give me a second, I'll come back. And
yep,
people
sure.
who wants to go for full stack parallelly, right? Parallelly, you can go Monday to Friday in Python, and this web development Django in the weekend batches will be there, or even regular batches also will be available. Once you get enrolled, you can attend any of my batch parallelly, because when Python is going, you'll be first dealing with this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. By the time it completes, your Python core gets completed, right? You go to the Django framework, other things, right? So very, so you are getting all these 5 modules, right? This is web development. Actually, these are 4 separate courses. Web UI technologies is a separate course. The Django framework is a separate course. Flask is a separate course. REST API and MySQL. There's 5 courses just given for 5,000, right? means and Python for 5,000. They're paying as a single payment, right? Yes. These 5 courses you are just getting for 5,000, right? Along this Python is for 5. Yes, someone was asking a query, right? Yes.
Hi sir, my name is Srinivas. So Python whole as a Python whole is widely available in the internet, all the all the documentation, a lot of examples, everything, right? So by taking the course here, what is the advantage? Like how do I get benefited? Forget about the fees and everything. I'm just
You
saying
just
about
you
content
just
wise.
compare you just compare the course content, right?
Yeah,
You just once you compare you check this course content with that any of the online sites or any other training sites, right? Just compare this course content, either Django course content or this Matplotlib, this NumPy, this Pandas, this introduction to data. Nobody is covering these modules, right? Matplotlib, NumPy, Pandas, data science, Excel, TK Inter. They'll may be covering the Python basic concepts or some object-oriented programming concepts. But all these regular expressions, if you talk about this database connectivity, OS, OS module, graphic module, Excel module, data analytics, data science, Pandas, NumPy, all this you can see only the basic concept, but you see these advanced concepts, right? They are not covered. And that too, if you get any query, if you get anything error, so here clearly the interactive sessions, right? Where you can
understood.
easily interact with me for each and every. Here, getting the output is not the criteria here. How to build your own code state. That's what I was saying. Statement by statement, I'll be typing, you will be responding with the output. Means for every statement, what is the output you are going to get? That you will be learning here, how to build the code, right?
Understood.
So
Understood.
there in the training sites, there you will be providing, if you are getting any other courses online, right? There you will be getting the basic knowledge, not the in-depth knowledge. So here, total Python knowledge you are going to get, total full stack knowledge you are going to get. 140 hours, more than 140 hours you are spending on this, right? 70 hours for Python and remaining 70 or more than 70 hours for this frameworks. 140 hours you are spending. There you can see like 10 minutes videos or you can see 30 minutes or 20. You can see that video durations of that. There'll be like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, right? And if any of this Udemy or if you go to any of them, the video duration will not be more than 30 minutes.
Understood. Understood.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
And that
And one more
too,
question, sir.
they'll be
Yeah.
providing 30 videos or 40 videos. Means mostly like 20 hours. We are providing more than 70 hours videos for this Python and also for this 140 hours of this, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
awesome. Thank you, sir. And one more question. If I pay for full stack, like you said, I can attend Python and web development parallelly. Like who provide that information? Like
We have got a WhatsApp group, right? We
okay,
have got a
okay,
WhatsApp group, and they'll be posting each and any batch is going to start any new batch, right? They'll be posting in your WhatsApp also, right? And I'll also, if any Django batch is there, that 2 days before or 1 week before, I'll be intimating you people who are for full stack, I'll be asking them to attend, right? If any
okay,
new
understood.
batch of Django is starting either in the weekdays or weekends, I'll be saying you can attend, right? Once you
So
got that,
WhatsApp group, yeah, go ahead, sir. WhatsApp
once
group is only once we make the payment, correct, sir?
yes, after 2 days, a WhatsApp group will be created.
Okay,
Those who
thank
got enrolled will be in, and also the video sessions will be getting to your Google Drive. Class notes you will be getting per mail, right? And assignments and tasks and WhatsApp.
you. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Fine. Any other queries to anyone? Tomorrow you can attend the session, same time using the same link to see more on this. Tomorrow we'll go starting with the technical. Someone was asking that from when the batch is going to start. So tomorrow will be the session 3, right? Means installation, the technicals will be starting with the technicals. It goes, the batch keeps going from there. Yes, fine. So I'll stop for now. If there are no other queries, we'll continue tomorrow more discussion on this one. Thank you all for your time. Thanks. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.